Want a mega wedding, but your budget is not mega, so make it make sense.
When I look at you, I know where I want to be.
Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sean Pels, and if it's your first time here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Make sure you also watch my previous videos, give it a thumbs up, comment, and also share. Thank you very much. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen the title, and that is why you're watching. You're interested, and it's going to be all about wedding planning. I had my wedding in March 2024. Wedding is really personal, and you can decide to do anything you want to do. I'm just sharing the things that I feel helped me during my wedding planning process. Also, if you've not watched the short clip from my wedding, make sure you go check it out on my channel. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and also a thumbs up. Brief introduction before we get into the tips. I'm a Nigerian in the UK, and I decided to have my wedding in Nigeria. So I had my wedding in one day. I had a 5-in-1 wedding ceremony. First, I started with my introduction because I had not done introduction before leaving Nigeria. So I did my traditional ceremony after, and I went to church after the traditional ceremony. This was all in one day. After the church ceremony, the church wedding, we went for our reception, the first dance, everything happens there, and then we had an after party, which makes it a 5-in-1 wedding. This was exhausting. You might want to reconsider if you're planning to do something like this. Just break it into bits. You might have your introduction earlier, and then you can put your engagement and your church wedding or your reception all in one day. So we had a plan to have 150 guests, which ended up being 250 guests. This was out of my control. I don't know how, but this is normal. Just have it in mind. Whatever plan you have, add like 50 people or 100 more guests to your list. So you've had your dream proposal, you have your engagement ring, you're flaunting it on social media. You need to take everything in and rest. That's the first thing to do. Take it in, enjoy the moment, and rest. So now you are ready for wedding planning. You need to pray. You need to pray, you need to fast. I don't know your religion, but you need to pray and fast. That's like the major thing, because everything you're doing, if you don't pray and fast, I mean, it's all in shambles. I got proposed to in June, and we started planning full-time mid-July. So we had like 9 months grace from July to March 2024. You need to determine your planning duration. Do you want to plan for 1 year? Do you want to plan for 9 months, 6 months, or 3 months? Depending on what you want. So regardless of how early you plan or how late you plan, the party that will flop will still flop if you don't plan the right way. Planning 1 year ahead doesn't mean your party will make sense, and planning from 3 months doesn't mean your party will not bang. So it depends on how well you plan. We chose a date, and the date we chose was March. We chose a month, actually. It wasn't just a date. We chose a month. We knew we didn't want a December wedding because it was going to be so expensive. Weddings in December, they are really so expensive in Nigeria, and also December, there's just a lot going on. From July to December, we knew we wanted more than 6 months grace to plan. We needed like 9 months. You know, you need to pull funds, you need to be ready mentally, you need to be able to, you know, just do whatever you want to do as a couple, and also make sure that your family, they are prepared as well, because I had family fly in from different states to come to Nigeria, different countries rather, to come to Nigeria. So we needed to give everybody grace, including ourselves. So we chose a month, which was March. March is like nothing too much happening, so we are good, right? And it gives us grace for planning. The way we chose the date was really random. We went for a family meeting, and we put all the Saturdays in the month of March in papers, and then if anybody picked Saturday, if any Saturday appeared maybe twice or thrice, we knew that was the one we picked. And 23rd of March occurred like twice, so we just picked it. That was how we picked the date of our wedding. It wasn't like we heard from God somewhere. No, we just picked like that, and we were good. You have to have a budget, and then whatever budget you have, make sure you have 20%. You add it onto it, and then you have like 10% in your pocket as extra. Just keep it somewhere. So that's, for example, if you have a 10 million naira wedding budget, make sure you have 20%. 20% is 2 million. Make sure you add it to it. That's 12 million. And make sure you have 1 million in your pockets just as extra. This is an example. choose anything you want for your budget. So I wanted to add this, I wanted to add that, so it was really hard for me sticking to the budget. But at the end of the day, why I said you should add 20% is just for the extras. So whatever extra is popping in your head that, oh, I want this at my wedding, just make sure you have that 20% for it. Use it to sort it. And then that 10%, just know you have it somewhere in your pocket. You are ready to sort bills, because bills will come, bills that you didn't expect to come. The wedding is for husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, right? So know the type of wedding you want, determine the type of wedding you want. Literally, I wanted a small wedding. I wanted like a small intimate wedding, because I've never thrown a party in my life. I've never been that person that everybody's coming to celebrate. I know I've had some little achievements here and there, but I've not like celebrated it, like throwing a party for it. So this was like a major one, so I wanted it to be small, because I felt the smaller it is, the lower the chance of it flopping. My husband wanted an elaborate one, so we had to like reach a compromise. We came, and the compromise was 150 guests. Do you want an outdoor wedding? Do you want a garden wedding? Do you want a wedding of 150 guests or a wedding of 1,000 guests? Is it a mega wedding? Whatever type you want, honestly, you can pull it off as long as you plan properly. So choose this. Also make sure it aligns with your budget, because sometimes you want a mega wedding but your budget is not mega, so make it make sense. A wedding can actually spoil a relationship, so this one is tricky. You want to play your cards right. Make sure you're on the same page with your spouse. Differences that you did not even know that they existed will start coming up, and you start hearing this and that. And this is not even for the spouses, this is even from parents, from siblings. You know, two people are coming together from two different backgrounds and they're trying to have a common ground. This might be a little bit difficult, so make sure you try your best to avoid fighting, especially with your partner. You guys should have one voice. Choose your battles. Please just try to choose your battles. It's not everything you will get angry about. It is not everything that must lead to an argument. It is not everything saying, no, it is my wedding, it is my wedding, I must have this, I must have that. Best believe people will still do what they want to do. These are things that can stress you out as a bride or as a groom. If you start arguing over this, or you're arguing with your vendor, or you're arguing with your event planner, or you're arguing with your spouse or your family member, calm down. Calm down, calm down. I know you're the bride, but calm down, calm down. Choose your splurges and your saves. For my wedding, I knew I wanted to splurge on my outfits. I knew I wanted to splurge on my accessories, my shoes, my bags, my photography and videography. I knew I wanted to splurge on those things, like a few other things also. And I knew I wanted to save on particular things, right? So choose your splurges and your saves. It's not everything you have to, you have to spend millions on. Just try to manage your money, try to manage your resources, because you will need these things. You don't have to spend so much to have beautiful things, but you need to spend sometimes to have quality things and to have things that you've desired in your mind. For example, buying designer bags, designer shoes. You can get a nice shoe for, in fact, 1/10 of the price you're getting a designer shoe. But if you've dreamt of it, you can add it to your splurge list, or you can say, oh, I'm not really particular about my shoe, my bag, just add it to your save list. This helps you save costs, knowing your splurges and your saves. You cannot splurge on everything. It's going to get overwhelming. So just identify your splurges and your saves. We wanted to be happy. We were selfish with our happiness. Whatever is happening background, we don't want to know. Let us just have our day. Like, this is our day. And then we did this thing that I literally just tap my husband, babe, it's our wedding. And he'd be like, I can't believe it. Like, those moments were really cute. We called ourselves back into reality, and it's just like we still have the memories. So I don't have just my pictures, I don't have just my videos, I still have my memories intact. Like, whatever is happening, if food is not enough, it's not your business. If this is not enough, it's not your business. As long as you did your best, enjoy your time. If your makeup artist comes late, please just rest. Don't worry, people will wait for you. This one is based on your preference as a bride or as a groom. So are you using that vendor for the Instagram tag, or you're using it because you're certain they can deliver the quality of the job you want? So for example, that dress you want to make, this person can make it for 1/5 of that price. So why are you going to that vendor that's going to make it in millions and you cannot afford? Boy, because I need to tag this person in my IG, and I need to have that brand name. I don't know. See, just choose it. It's your preference. You want to actually spend times 5 rather than saving costs because you want to tag someone on your Instagram. I don't want to talk too much about this because it's your preference. It's probably something you want to splurge on. Last but not the least on my tips is secure your honeymoon. Before you start anything, just make sure you have your honeymoon destination. Plan your honeymoon, because after everything, after that one single day, it's just you and your husband. Make sure you have your honeymoon, and even if you're not going for honeymoon, make sure you are comfortable. You're preparing to live a comfortable life, not a frustrated one. Now let's get into the wedding list that you need for a Nigerian wedding. So I'm going to be touching on engagement, I'm going to be touching on your church wedding, your reception, and maybe after party a little bit. And I'm going to be linking all the vendors I used in my description box, so do well to check it if you need some of the vendors I used. And I'm going to be tagging the ones that delivered exceptional services. The ones that did not will not be there. First thing I'm going to be talking about is event planner. Your event planner is like the backbone of your wedding ceremony. I chose my event planner even before I got proposed to. So we were friends even before I got proposed to, and I knew that I was going to use her because this is a top-notch brand. Shout out to 1711 Events. Make sure you are choosing someone that you can relate to. You guys are on the same level. She can come down to your level, she can go up to your level, whichever way. Make sure she's relatable. You can call this person anytime. Okay, oh, these are my concerns. This is something that just popped in my head. Someone that you can explain something to, and then they just bring it into reality. They are easy to reach. And then make sure that your event planner is not just giving you vendors because they want to promote their business or their page. Make sure they're giving you vendors that can actually do the job. So my event planner supplied me with bouncers, she supplied me with the hostesses, and also she gave me a bridal assistant. This is 100% needed in everything you do. Even if you don't get an event planner, just make sure you have a bridal assistant. Your bridal assistant will wake you up in the morning. Your bridal assistant will make sure your dresses are ready, call your vendors for you, get you breakfast, do everything. She was literally there to pamper me all day. So the next thing on your list after an event planner should be your locations. Now I said locations, but the first thing is determine your hall. Make sure your decorator goes to your hall to check it out, and some other vendors, they go there. Make sure it's spacious enough, and then the proximity of the hall to other places like your church, like your hotel, your everything. And make sure that hall has a changing room. So make sure you negotiate the timing well. So for me, we had a 5-in-1 wedding and we needed hours. We needed to maximize all the hours we could get, and 8 hours was just not enough. So we needed to buy extra 2 hours. Make sure your church is close to your hotel. So for us, we had a different hotel for our photo shoot, and we had a different hotel for our wedding stay. So we did our photo shoot. After that, we went back to the hotel that we were going to be sleeping in, and then it was really close to our church. It was like 5 minutes walk or less than, so that helped us as well. Don't judge based on what you've seen on Instagram. Make sure you check your hotels yourself. Send someone if you cannot go there yourself. Make sure that major people are in the hotel with you. So when I talk about major people, I mean your bridesmaids, the groomsmen, your family, I mean your siblings, your parents. These are the people that matter. Nobody will start an engagement without your parents. Well, they can start a church wedding without your bridesmaid, but it's really nice if your bridesmaids walk before you and then everybody's just together, nobody's out of reach. So for entertainment, this includes your DJ, your MC, everything. So for our MC, it served as a hype man for us, so it was like a 2-in-1 thing. So this helped us save cost as well. So the DJ stayed till the after party. Make sure you negotiate this as well with your DJ, because these are little things that can cause misunderstandings. Let him know that he's going to stay till the after party. And one of the things I'm super grateful for is the choice of my Alaga. So my Alaga was a very fast one. In fact, she was swift. So mind you, I had introduction and I had my engagement in the morning. So I think we started around 9:30 and we were supposed to start 8 o'clock. So mind you, that's like 1 hour 30 minutes. We lost that already. So she had I don't know how she did it, but she was really fast. She made my introduction like 30 minutes and we still enjoyed ourselves. She made it really swift. You might want to book her if you're in Ibadan. Liveband is literally for your parents and your guests, but make sure you get a good one as well. Still on entertainment, the after party affairs and the props. So we got after party, the gorilla, the spaceman costume, all those funny things. We got everything, and then our DJ was able to supply everything for us. All those display thing that they put your hashtag. Everything was sorted by our DJ. Another thing you want to take your time to check is your media. So your videography and photography. So I had a 5-in-1 event, and I knew that I was not going to get nice pictures if I took the pictures on the same day as my wedding day. So we had like a day to the wedding. We took our pictures, we did our videography as if it was a wedding day. They came in very early as well, just like a wedding day, and then we took our pictures, we did the videography, everything we wanted to do that day. And then for the wedding day, it was more like event coverage majorly. It wasn't like pictures, right? Make sure you get a very good photographer. The videographer also supplied us with a 360 booth. This helped to save costs in some way because we didn't have to go to a different vendor to give us that. So he did that, and it did a 2-day coverage for us. If there's something that will take your money, it has to be decoration. Decoration is like one of the major things in your wedding. You do not want to do something that is not something that is not up to your standard, something that is tacky. So make sure you get a good decorator. Make sure that person can deliver what you want or what you've envisioned for your dream wedding. My event planner and my decorator met like few weeks to my wedding just to see the event. I think they call it viewing or something, and then they were just brainstorming. They chose the color of the flowers, where the VIP tables will be, where the this, where the that will be, the vendors area, the live band area, the DJ area, the stage, everything. They discussed it, and I already communicated everything to my event planner. So our job was just to communicate it to the decorator, and then they brought it to reality. So it was just seamless for me. Quick break. For stationery, I spent 0 naira, from the IV to the logo to everything. So what saved my cost was that I had a digital IV rather than a conventional physical one. It just didn't make sense giving people IV one by one. Like, there's so many people that you cannot even reach until the wedding day. So why bother yourself printing a physical ID? So I just sent it to everybody on WhatsApp. Send it to your friends, send it to people you're inviting, and then we collected our guest list. That was just easy. Also, there's always a wedding logo. We had a wedding logo. I designed it on Canva. My wedding invite, my wedding logo, I designed it on Canva. All the other invites, for example, the welcome party invite, I designed it on Canva. The things I did for my bridesmaids, I did it on Canva. Everything was delivered to me. The only thing I paid for was the delivery. Aside from that, everything was easy. So this is where it gets interesting, and this is where I've had the most comments. Your outfits ate, all your outfits slapped, you did this, you did that. I don't know how, but God helped me. So really, for a wedding, you are doing what you do normally, but you're exaggerating it. So for all my outfits, I chose styles that would naturally look good on me, that I've worn over the years, and I know that this is normal, this is my style, right? For everything, I just chose my style, but I exaggerated it a little bit. Maybe I added beadings, I added this, I added that. That's what made it that bridal feel. So I'm not doing something entirely different. That's one thing that helped me selecting my wedding outfits. So we had 8 outfits in total, both I and my husband. He just had to do this for me. So I had 5 wedding outfits, I had 2 pre-wedding outfits, and I had 1 welcome party outfit. And I can tell you for free that all those outfits ate. Like 7 plus 1. If you're on my Instagram, I'm sure you've seen all my wedding outfits. You've probably seen the vendors as well. You can use them. The ones that I tag, they are the good ones. The ones that I don't tag, just know I'm not with you on that, okay? I'm going to try to give a list of the things you should have as a bride. So have your outfits ready, have your accessories ready. Accessories include your necklace, your bracelet, your earrings, your rings as well. Also have your shoes ready, clutch, purses, your bouquet, your necklaces, your veil. That's basically it. It's not that hard, but just try to have a book for it. Write down things that you need to have, write down brands, write down the budget you have for it. So if you can, just have like a range for the things you want to buy so that you don't exceed it, and if you can go below it, it's fine, it's good for you. I'm gradually coming to the end of this video. I hope it's not too long, please bear with me. So aside from your outfit, your accessories, your this, your that, you also need your glam team. For me, I needed my makeup artist to come on 3 days. So the first one was the shoot day, and the second one the wedding day, the third one the Thanksgiving. I needed my hairstylist to come for 2 days, the shoot day and also the wedding day. I also needed both of them to style me for 5 different looks. So that was a bit exhausting. Different things can go wrong during a wedding. Make sure your glam team is on the same page as you are. So don't let your glam team work out on you mid ceremony. I think every bride should splurge on this. Your makeup artist should be top notch if you want that look. Hairstylist should be good, HD frontal. That's what the girlies are doing now, so you might want to also invest and splurge on that as well. The last thing on the list is food and drinks. I'm going to be putting it in 2 parts, food and also drinks. So for food, we had starters, we had mains, and we had desserts. For starters, you can do small chops, whatever, mains, rice, amala, anything. Desserts, my sister handled the dessert, Lubies_creation on Instagram, and it was absolutely perfect. I feel like the mothers take care of food. Your caterer should be a very good one. Make sure you've seen and you've probably tasted their food, not just based on Instagram pictures. For chops, we had guinea fowl, we had bushmeat, we had palmwine, etc. There are a variety of things you can add to your chops just to make everything nice. It's not just the regular rice, jollof rice that you're eating at the party. And then we had after party chops like suya, like shawarma, like pepper soup, etc, etc. Now let's get into drinks. So for drinks, we had a champagne wall just for our guests to walk in, pick it, take pictures and go into the reception. And we also had soft drinks, we had wine, and then there's this thing that people do now. We have parents drinks and we have friends drinks. So friends as in friends of the bride and the groom. This is also something that you want to consider when buying your drinks. For anything you do regarding food and drinks, make sure you do times 2. So if you're making 100 plates, make sure you do like 250 plates. In my opinion, these are the major things you need to have in check before you have a Nigerian wedding, or if you're planning a Nigerian wedding. You have time. If you're a 2024 bride or a 2025 bride, you can still plan your wedding within 3 months if that's all that you have. And make sure that you have a good budget. You follow your budget strictly and your budget matches your guests number. So if you have any more questions, let's meet in the comment section. Let me know if this video has helped you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and share this video to people you love. Thank you so much. My name is Sean Pels. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.